Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be showing you guys how I made these leather patches, right? So let's get into it. First, you can get whatever kind of design that you want. It doesn't necessarily have to be this. You can get it off the internet, print it out, and then make your cutouts. Or if you feel like you can draw yours, maybe you can maneuver your own or whatever you want to use, you can do that as well. Anyway, when you get your cutout, let's say you download from the internet and then you print out and everything, and you get the cutout, you cut them out, make sure you get them in the right size that you want. Okay, don't go and download a very large size or font or whatever it's called, and then you can't use it. So make sure it's the right size that you download and print. And when you've done that, you cut it out, you do it on your base leather or faux leather, whatever you want to use. I'm using a faux leather for this one, so you can use any color, and then we have to make the base, okay? Because since it's a patch, you know, it has different colors, you know, the design really needs to show and it really needs to pop. So most of the time, at least you use two different kinds of leathers, okay? So you draw out this one out on your base leather fabric, whatever thing you want to use, and then when you are done, you cut it out. Another thing that I feel you should note is that when you are cutting this, please ensure that you have clean cuts, okay? Don't go and start staggering with your scissors and then your edges are looking jagged, or I don't know if that's a word anyway, but try to get a clean cut. And you can see that because I have some corners, I am actually using a punch, you know, to punch holes. I'm actually punching holes on those very sharp corners, so that when I'm cutting it, it actually gets the right sharpness that I want the corners to have, and it's actually easier, okay? So I really do not go about over cutting my material or whatever. So I use a punch. I punch holes on every corner that is going to be sharp, and then continued on. What other thing is there for you to note? This is actually a very easy project. It is like super beginner friendly anyways, and it is not so hard. You just really need to get your idea and everything, okay? So this is the base leather, okay? And on this base leather, I think, you know, the shape of what I am actually doing comes out after the first base, but just to make something else, or just to contrast, or whatever thing you want to do, I'm going to add something else on top, okay? Some people can put a velcro patch at the back. Maybe you want to easily remove or add. Anyway, so here are the pieces. Now for the inner pieces, I reduced the size of the initial cutout. I reduced about half a centimeter thereabout around the edges, okay? And then I got this smaller size, and now I'm cutting it into a black faux leather, which is going to be on top of this base leather. And then by the time I am done marking and cutting everything out, I am going to place it onto the base leather and then sew it. And now that you see that it's sewn, you can see that the base leather, the edges are not sewn. That's because now I can place this or whatever project I want to use it for, and yeah, we're good to go.